There are moments in life when you give everything you have and still feel like you are failing God, failing the people around you, failing yourself. You pray, yet the struggle remains. You try to walk the right path, yet you stumble again. And in the quiet of your heart, you ask, what purpose could God have for someone like me? But what if the very thing you call a flaw is the place where God is working most deeply? And to understand that, let me tell you a story. Long ago, a water bearer walked daily from the river to his master's house, carrying 2 clay pots on a wooden yoke. One pot was flawless, strong, balanced, and proud. The other had a crack, and with every step, water slowly leaked out. By the time they reached home, the perfect pot was full. The cracked pot was half empty every single day. Years passed. The perfect pot took pride in its faultless service. But the cracked pot lived in quiet shame, convinced it was failing its purpose. One morning, it finally spoke. "Master, I am ashamed of myself. Because of my crack, water leaks all the way to your house. I waste your effort. I am broken. I am less." The water bearer stopped walking. He looked at the pot and said, "Tomorrow, look at the ground as we walk." The next day, something changed. Along the cracked pot's side of the path, flowers were blooming, bright, alive, beautiful, reds, yellows, blues. The water bearer smiled and said, "I knew about your crack all along, so I planted flower seeds on your side of the path. Every day, without knowing it, you watered them. For 2 years, I have picked these flowers to decorate my master's house. Without you being exactly as you are, this beauty would not exist." Every person listening to me today carries a crack, a failure you regret, a mistake that still echoes, a limitation you wish away, a heartbreak that reshaped you. But hear this clearly, your crack does not make you useless, it makes you useful in a different way. Imagine the story again. The pots did not choose the road, they did not design the journey, they were carried. And that is where God appears, not as the judge of the pots, but as the water bearer. God knew the crack before the journey began. God did not discard the pot. God did not demand perfection. Instead, God designed the path around the imperfection. The leaking was not a surprise. It was part of the plan, because God rarely works through what is flawless. God works through what is available, through the person who keeps walking, through the heart that keeps trying, through the soul that feels broken but refuses to stop. Most people don't fail because they stop trying. They fail because they believe they are flawed beyond use. They try once, they fall. They try again, they fall harder. And slowly, quietly, they begin to believe. If I were better, stronger, smarter, more complete, this wouldn't keep happening. But here is the truth no one tells you. The path was never meant to be smooth. It was meant to shape you and others. You look at your life and see loss. God sees nourishment, you see weakness. God sees purpose, you see wasted effort. God sees growth happening where you cannot see it. Every time you fall and rise again, something beyond you is being shaped. Your struggle teaches humility. Your recovery teaches hope. Your persistence teaches faith. Even when you feel inconsistent, God is consistent. Even when you feel unfinished, God is intentional. We live in a world obsessed with perfection. Perfect grades, perfect careers, perfect bodies, perfect relationships. Social media edits our lives until even reality feels insufficient. But today, I want to remind you of a deeper truth. Perfection is impressive, but imperfection is powerful. You try many things in life. Most of them don't work the first time. You fail exams, miss opportunities, choose wrong paths, trust the wrong people. You rise, you fall, you doubt yourself. But movement with imperfection creates more than perfection without courage. Your repeated attempts are not wasted. They are working in ways you cannot measure. Progress is uneven. Growth is uncomfortable. Change is rarely graceful. Some people rise quickly, others rise slowly but deeper. Your setbacks are not signs to stop. They are signs that something is forming. And often your struggle becomes the reason someone else finds the strength to keep going. You may never be flawless. You may never get it right the first time. But consistency outlives talent, and humility outlasts pride. Your imperfect effort opens doors that perfection never touches. Sometimes success is not reaching the top. It is showing others that the climb is possible. No one loves perfectly. No one communicates perfectly. No one heals perfectly. But presence matters more than polish. Your honesty builds trust. Your mistakes build understanding. Your growth builds connection. Cracks don't break relationships. Pretending we don't have them does. Your imperfect effort, when surrendered, becomes a channel, and others drink from it. God uses broken places to teach compassion, failures to teach forgiveness, wounds to teach empathy. What you survived becomes someone else's shelter. The crack is not where God abandons you. The crack is where God enters, Your weakness is not proof of God's absence. It is often proof of God's closeness. Because light does not avoid broken vessels. It passes through them. There is something bigger than you working through your attempts, your stumbles, your persistence. Not forcing perfection, but guiding direction. Like the water bearer, God sees the full path when you only see the leak. There is more happening than you can see. Your missteps are not meaningless. Your losses are not empty. Your cracks are not accidents. Like water on dry ground, what you leak nourishes something beyond you. You are not broken. You are becoming. Your imperfections are not disqualifications. They are distribution points. You may never see the flowers, but they are there. So walk your path, carry your cracks, trust the journey. Because light does not come from flawless paths, it comes from cracked ones walked with courage. Your imperfection is beauty. Your persistence is power. Your journey matters.